Hello everyone, I'm Santiago and today I'm going to be testing Company of Heroes 2 on the Geforce GTX 750 Ti. For FPS monitoring I'll be using CAM. If you want to learn how to use it, click on the top right corner of the video where the CAM logo is, or check the description below if you want to learn more. So Company of Heroes 2, first I'll do 1080p, then 900p, then 720p. My suggestions are keep physics and snow quality on medium, the game's quality on high instead of higher or maximum, and textures, well, keep them on high or higher, since the maximum textures are, well, using more than 2 GB of VRAM, which is not good. I'll be testing the benchmark tool, since there's a good stress test there. And then I'll show you, well, the campaign itself, since there are some differences compared to the benchmark. But snow quality was one of the things that destroyed performance for me the most. The difference between snow quality, like you see right now, this is medium snow quality, is that there is less snow into the air, less particles behind the tank and between the soldiers. So that's pretty much what. The worst performing part is this one. It drops below 30 a couple times, but nothing really important, since on this game you don't need twitch reflexes like on a shooter. This is more of a strategy game. It's like playing Total War in some way, so you don't need very high frame rates. So I was targeting 30 frames per second, as you can see there. Then physics quality, I tried keeping it on medium. If you keep it on low, you'll have less stuttering here and there, so I suggest you keep it on medium or low. But it runs totally fine in that regard. There are some stutters here and there, but the game is totally playable. And then we have, well, the average, maximum, and average FPS, minimum, maximum, average for 1080p. And now 900p, I'll use higher image quality, and I'll keep snow on high instead of medium. And physics, they'll still be on medium. So let's see how it runs. But yeah, this game, some people said it uses a lot of CPU. It didn't seem like it. It was around 50 to 60% usage, the i3-4150. So it seems more like, how to say, an optimization in that regard. This game doesn't seem to be that well optimized. While you are in-game outside of the benchmark, you might have some CPU bottleneck. The CPU is not going even close to 100%. And you're already getting low GPU usage. At the end of the video, I'll show you 720p. I mean, the game is around 40 frames per second while you're playing, and the GPU usage is very low, around 50%, and the CPU usage is around 60% too, so it's kind of a weird bottleneck, or just an optimization, which seems to be the case. But I don't know, the game is playable, which is what matters. There are some stutters, as I said before, but I mean, for a strategy game, totally fine. As you can see here, we're getting about 30 FPS, with some drops below 30 in a very intensive situation with a lot of particles. But you know how to avoid that, since I explained that at the beginning of the video. Very simple. So now let's see the average FPS for 900p. We have minimum 15, maximum 60 something, and average above 30, so it's totally fine. So now let's do 720, same as 900p, since the FPS drops below 30 were the same. When in the most intensive parts of the benchmark, there was some drops at the same moments of 900p below 30 FPS in the part that the tank goes through the smoke. This way, with these settings, you won't drop below 30 anytime soon, so that's awesome. This is the loading screen, by the way, if you didn't know. One other thing, there is no FPS hit by recording, since I'm using a capture card, AverMedia Live Gamer Portable on PC free mode, so I'm not using the PC to record, only the capture card, which is awesome. This is exactly how the game runs on my PC. The only downside to this is that it doesn't record at 60 frames per second, only 30, but it doesn't matter. I'm here to show numbers. As you can see here, this is the most demanding part. We don't drop below 30, only to 38, 37, which is totally fine. And okay, here the tree falling again. Fantastic. But yes, you can see we're not dropping below 30, which is what's important. But as you can see, sometimes we get low GPU usage, which seems to be CPU bottleneck. Okay, so let's now see the minimum, average, and maximum FPS. There we go. Okay, not bad at all. Now let's use the same settings, but on the campaign. As you can see, we're getting 45 FPS, plus 40 FPS, I mean 40 plus. And as you can see, this GPU usage is around 50%, which is weird. I mean, you should be getting higher GPU usage, so you will be getting better FPS, but we are not. That's not the case here. As you can see, we're dropping below 40 into the high 30s, low 40s, but the GPU usage is, I mean, I'm using half the GPU and 60% of the CPU. This is, as I said before, bottleneck, which doesn't seem like it, or just an optimization, a problem with the optimization of the game. Seems to be the second option for now, as you can see, but the game is totally playable, so trust me on this one. When you use a higher resolution, there will be a higher GPU usage, which is good, so the game will stay above 30 for the most part. But yeah guys, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.